Hey folks, this is Kalani. We're here in Winter Wonderland, the jumping puzzle for the Winter's Day patch. Now, a few things have changed since last year, so don't come in here expecting it to be exactly the same. The first thing I'm going to point out is that there is a timer in the top centre of your screen. Now, you do actually have to pay attention to that, even though this doesn't have anything to do with PvP or the arena style kind of games. They've added it here to stop people using food buffs and the like, so that's why that's there. If that does run out, you're going to get kicked out and you'll get reinstanced into another version of this map, which means if you're halfway through jumping and that ticks down to 0, kind of tough luck. But from the get-go you can see, first and foremost, you actually can choose where you start. Whereas last year you were thrown onto one of the 3 platforms, you can happily move between them. The other thing is that it starts with a campfire and you're not stuck in waiting for other people. Now, it's interesting what they've done. I really like what they've done. It's basically the exact same format in that you've got snowflakes which will fall, and you've got this ticking debuff essentially, which is your health. Your health is your time. If you run out of health, you run out of time. So you've got to get to the next checkpoint, which again is new, before your health runs out or before your time runs out. So it's quite fun. I like this one. I really, really love this area. This is such a pretty area for a jumping puzzle. But yeah, pretty much exactly the same format, which is nice. I'm sure people who remember last year will appreciate. You see, almost out of health, so it's actually pretty tight. But once you get over here, you get to a checkpoint, and you can talk to ticks here at the checkpoint, and you've got a few options. Now you can either open the present right now, which will give you an extra reward, or you can deliver a present, which will give you 2 extra gifts at the end of the jump, or you can give him the present, get the normal reward of just 1 gift at the end, but this serves as your checkpoint, so when you next die you'll respawn here. Annoyingly, I have actually had it so that after I've died beyond this point I've gone straight back to the start, so I don't know if that's bugged, or if it's not working properly, or if it is working properly and something happened, I don't know, but I'll take the present to the end. Now, this is a little awkward, because I'd recommend as soon as the bottom one's... there it goes. As soon as that bottom one comes, go for it and do a long jump onto it. Just jump from the very edge and go for it. Because you see, as soon as people start jumping onto it, they start disappearing. And if you wait for the blue presents right at the bottom, you're probably gonna lose. So we'll go for a long jump and jump. I'd recommend trying to stay straight as long as you can and be wary of this snowman when you get to the top. Once you got past those presents, it's actually not too bad from there. I actually don't know if that still blows you off, but it did last year and I don't trust it at all. From here we've got snowballs to avoid. And try not to get hit by the AoEs on the floor. The AoEs will chill you, meaning that it's harder to avoid the snowballs, and you're going to have a pretty rough time because it's going to slow you down, meaning that you're moving slower. Obviously it's going to take longer to get to the end, and you've got a time limit. After that we got some sketchy jumps along presents, and we can jump in the end. Now remember that I took the extra present, so that means I get the best reward you can get from here, which is 3 giant Winter's Day gifts. I believe, although that showed a strange chest. And I'm going to leave this area because they're noisy. Okay, so that's pretty much all you can get from this is chests, although it's a good bit of fun. It's fun to run through a few times. There's actually an achievement for completing it several times, which is a repeatable infinite achievement. You get 5 achievement points and a loot bag each time, which I believe still guarantees you a yellow or a rare, whichever you want to call it. So that's the jumping puzzle. Again, you can have fun with the 3 different ways at the start, but after that it's pretty much the same. You've got a little bit of a change at the checkpoint, and then the presents obviously being incredibly fun. But after that, and everything else is pretty much the same as last year, which is really nice. But this area, this area just looks awesome. I love it. That's really cool. Anyway, that's it for the jumping puzzle. So thanks for watching, folks. Good luck and have fun. And as always, I'll see you next time.